Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Brood Thoughts podcast. This is German coming to you on this Friday edition of the pod. I wanted to do some sports before we do an MLB. The MLB portion of the sports pod today, as Harry will jump in at any moment. But I wanted to start off with um, just a very busy sports time that we had. I haven't done a sports one in a few weeks. And I kind of wanted to let everything settle. And we have the beginning of the Premier League today. La Liga starts today. And the other European ones I think start today this weekend as well. But La Liga and the English Premier are really the one that matters. To my guy Angel, I know he cares for the Italian league, and now everyone's going to care for the French one because of Messi. So I wanted to start there. In the English Premier, I think by far is the most competitive league. I think it's top heavy, obviously, and that, I think that's the one that's the toughest, the most competitive week in and week out. Heading into this season, I think it's very clear. I think who the favorites are going to be. Man City, obviously, they're definitely in the running. They were able to get Grealish, and they might still be able to go in and get Kane. You never know. Um, Liverpool, I think this is going to be a bounce back year for them, and I think they're gonna have just that chip on their shoulder to prove that they're still the team to beat in England after just a disastrous season that they had last year with so many injuries and so much bad luck. And I think this year will be different for them. You have my beloved Man U, who I think this is a great opportunity, a great team that Ole now has with Sancho. Finally, I think we Man U fans, I think we've been told about Sancho for like 3 years now, and so we finally got him. We got him, and so Pogba seems to be invested in the club. Rashford and hopefully Martial too. Hopefully he has a bounce back year. Cavani, hopefully he's able to work his magic, and I think Man U's poised to do something big and build on what they did last season, and then you get teams like Tottenham Hotspur, who I think have been underwhelming since Pochettino left, and maybe this is the year where they bounce back. Delhi has had a very underwhelming time the last few seasons, and he definitely is able to prove and provide more than what he's shown. And maybe this season he puts it back together again, and he goes back to being one of the top players in the English Premier. And in Arsenal, I think Arsenal's the forgotten team because there's such a mess over there. Even though they have good players, and even though they are at the top, I think in terms of just roster, uh, I think it's hard to believe in them. I think they are a team that we are stuck in a we'll see. I'll see it I'll believe it when I see it. And we haven't seen it. We haven't seen it from Arsenal. And so we're gonna have to see what it is that they're able to do. I think Arteta made us all think that Arsenal was going to be better last season, and they just weren't. They were same Arsenal. So we'll see what they do. And obviously, Chelsea, the team that can do no wrong, the team that is getting everything right. They got Lukaku, and just that they're building on that young team that they have. They just won the Super Cup a few days ago, so Chelsea definitely has the fortitude, the mental toughness to play with everybody and compete at the level. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun season, I think, for everyone involved, and we'll see how it all plays out. Obviously, you always have to look into Everton. West Ham has been good as of late, and we'll just see. We'll see what other team is able to rise up. Newcastle, I think, they're starting to climb little by little off the ground where they were, and we'll see. Leeds last year had a bunch of smoke blown up there, but we'll see if they're able to do anything this season remotely close to the hype that they got. So that's where we're at with the English Premier. My prediction: I think Man U wins the league, and I'm not just saying that because I love Man U. I'm saying that because I just think this is the year we put it all together, and I just believe in this team. I like this team. I like the makeup, the build of this team, and we'll see where it ends up. In La Liga is now a weird league now because it used to be the league of Cristiano and Messi and Barcelona and Real Madrid, and now it's a league with Barcelona and Real Madrid and Atletico, but it doesn't have the super duper star that it used to that the league used to carry. Um, I think if Mbappe goes to Real Madrid, maybe obviously that now you get a super duper star in the league. But La Liga right now is in transition right now to league where it's lost a lot of money and a lot of its clubs are trying to maneuver and manage and get through this whole COVID thing. And it's kept all of them really from spending big money. We haven't seen Real Madrid spend on a big player since Hazard, and even Hazard was an anomaly. He was pretty much signed and delivered to Real Madrid his last season in Chelsea. And it's very similar to Mbappe. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I think Ancelotti has the best team. It's really hard to think that Barcelona without Messi is going to compete for La Liga, but obviously anything can happen. And Barcelona has good players, and maybe without Messi, it's one of those things where everybody else steps up. Everybody doesn't feel the shadow of Messi, so everybody plays better. Never know. Atletico, the defending champions, are returning with a very good squad. I think it's hard, you can't ignore them. Sevilla, obviously, teams like Sevilla, Villarreal, those teams now have a good opportunity to compete and possibly steal the title this year. Um, my prediction: I think Real Madrid wins it. I think Real Madrid is just the best team in La Liga, and if Ancelotti is able to put his style again in the team. We're an aggressive, offensive-minded team. I think you'll get you'll get the results that they're looking for. Um, and obviously, the big news: PSG getting Leo Messi and joining with Real Madrid. As a Real Madrid fan, I just cannot stand just the love fest that we're gonna hear from Ramos and Messi. I just can't deal with it. I hate it already. Other pictures that have been publicized, I just can't stand it. You fought for so long, you were rivals for so long, and obviously, this is coming from the fan standpoint. Obviously, them as players, as professionals, it is what it is. Then now they share the same uniform, so it's all good. They're brothers now, I guess. It's just so weird. It's just so weird that this is where we are at now in the world of football. So PSG clearly is going to be the hot story this season because of Messi. The exit from Barcelona, it's well documented, everything that happened. And if you don't know what happened, Messi had signed had reached an agreement with Barcelona. So according to Spanish law, and La Liga, everything, an employee is illegal for an employee to take more than a 50% pay cut. Messi was willing to take 50% pay cut, which is the most allowed by Spanish law, not just La Liga, not FIFA, but the country itself. So he took 50%, but the way everything is set up in La Liga, and La Liga has like its own version of like a cap system. Barcelona was over the cap. So if Messi wanted to stay and play for Barcelona, the way the finances work, even if everybody took a pay cut, he still wasn't going to be able to play because Barcelona need to get rid of players, but players weren't willing to really move. Griezmann was only willing to move to Atletico, which obviously put Barcelona in a tough spot because they just weren't gonna give up Griezmann to Atletico because I think they learned from their mistake last year in giving Luis Suarez to Atletico for free. And the only way Messi could have played in Barcelona is if Messi played for free. Now, obviously, that wasn't going to happen. Wasn't going to be allowed. Messi wasn't going to do that. And so I think there's a lot of stuff going on here, and obviously Laporta is being looked at as the bad guy here, and a lot of it because he sided with Florentino in blaming La Liga in Florentino Perez is the president of Real Madrid. In he sided with him and in staying with in the formation of the Superliga, Super League. So obviously all of this is all built. Obviously all of this is built on previous agreements, and all of this is built on the future. Messi is not the future. Messi is the here and now. And so it's obviously as a fan, if you're a fan of Barcelona, if you're a fan of Messi, you wanted to see him stay in Barcelona. I had this with Ramos, with Casillas, with Cristiano, obviously, but there comes a point where the team is above the player, regardless of who the player is. And Laporta, his mistake was telling everybody he was going to keep Messi. I think that was his mistake because he wanted I don't know if this is true, but I think it's a fair criticism because of how things played out. It does feel like he used Messi as leverage, or the signing of Messi as leverage to get voted as president. And I just think from the very beginning, it was almost impossible that he was going to be able to do it. And so Messi goes into PSG, and as he goes to PSG now forms a super team. Or at least the football's version of a super team. But we'll see how it plays out. Obviously, football more than anything else is a sport played and on the field, and it's a lot of it built on chemistry. Messi obviously looks extremely happy because he's now surrounded by players that he feels like are worthy of him. Messi and LeBron is like LeBron in that sense. If LeBron feels like he has a team that he can compete, he gets excited and he's invested. And if he's not, he mopes around. So Messi's in that same camp and with that same attitude. So we'll see how all of it plays out. The guy, my guy El Bicho Cristiano, he's in Juve and he's gonna play out one more year. He's got one more year in his contract. And he's going to play it out. And obviously, the big talk is that he might go to PSG and join forces with Messi, which would be super ridiculous. And like the meme of just that meme of like of Monique. Monique is the meme, which is like, I'd like to see it. That's my reaction. I'd like to see it. But we'll see how all of it plays out. But I'm excited. Football's back, and hopefully we have a great season. Hopefully fans are able to come back and we're able to enjoy the fullness of the season. Let's do some NBA. No, you know what? Let's do some boxing. We've had Canelo who wanted to fight 3 times this year, who wanted to go in and fight versus Caleb Plant in September. For whatever reason, talks broke down and they're not going to fight. But according to both camps, they're committed to fighting each other come November. And we might see both. Canelo's going to come back in November fighting somebody. And so I think his priority is Caleb Plant, unify 168 and do something else from there. So that's where we're at. I think for all the slander that Canelo's taking, I think it's important to understand boxing is about business. More than any other sport, it's about business. And boxing as a business is built on two sides, the A side and the B side. And you get times in the sport of boxing where the A side is a super A side, and everybody else is not that. And sometimes you get a super A side and a you get a A1 and an A2, and that happens. Oscar De La Hoya versus Mayweather versus Pacquiao. Um, Mayweather Canelo was kind of like that, not to the extent because Canelo was still young. But you get options like that. Hearns and Hagler, Ali, Frazier, Ali, Foreman. So you get stuff like that. You get it when it's two A sides. You would get it. You got it with Fury and Wilder. You're gonna get it with Fury and Anthony Joshua if that fight ever happens. Uh, you can see it now with Crawford and Spence. That's A1. Both are A sides. Canelo right now is in a point where he is a super A side. Doesn't matter who he fights, he's going to be the super A side. And what that means, if you don't know what that means, if you're a casual fan, or if you just have no idea what I'm talking about, a super A side is the guy who brings in the most money, the most fans, the most revenue, the most everything. He is the guy that you're going to sell the fight on. So whenever you're promoting the fight, you're promoting the Canelo fight. That's all you have to say, really. Are you watching the Canelo fight? It doesn't really matter who he's fighting. Are you watching the Canelo fight? And that is the selling point. That's the start point. If you walk around and you ask people, hey, do you know who Caleb Plant is? Chances are, unless they follow boxing, they'll be like, never heard of that. Who's that? If you walk around and you tell people, hey, do you know Canelo is? People will know who you're talking about because Canelo's a big star who has passed just boxing. He's a big star, like Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya. And so we have to keep that in mind. Canelo, and so whenever you negotiate with a super A side, they want everything and they dictate everything. Arena, gloves, referee, everything. Split, everything. And Caleb Plant has tried to get cute in his negotiations. Whenever you try to get cute with a super A side, you come out losing because the super A side dictates everything. My recommendation to Caleb Plant, just get in where you fit in. Regardless of how much you make against Canelo, it's going to be the most money you've ever made. And so I just think as a spectator and as a fan of boxing, we have to keep that in mind. It's one of those things that you have to remind people about those things. To make a fight isn't just it isn't just about making it. This isn't a street fight. Hey, meet me at the MGM Grand 7:00 on Saturday. It's on. That's not how it works. There's so many people involved. Everybody needs and everybody wants to make money. So there's a way to sell it. There's a way to build it. This is drama. This is entertainment. This is about money as much as it is about anything else. Just keep that in mind. As everything comes together and as you hear the sides and it just in boxing in general, just keep that in mind. Boxing does not have a Dana White. And because there is no Dana White, you have to just keep in mind these guys are negotiating their own contracts. And so you're trying to get the most. And that's just what happens. Super A sides decide and dictate a lot of it. And the guys fighting the Super A side usually let everything go. Why? Because this is about your biggest payday. This is life-changing, altering money. So that's why these things happen. So let's do some NBA. Russell Westbrook is with the Lakers. Carmelo Anthony is with the Lakers. Trevor Ariza is with the Lakers. Now, this was 2012. This would be great. This is 2021. It's not so great. Trevor Ariza has been washed for a long time now. Russell Westbrook is a triple-double machine. He's going to be exciting. He's going to sell jerseys. But Russell Westbrook with LeBron James, I just don't see how that's going to work. Besides the fact that there's one ball, besides the fact that we've seen Russell Westbrook play with another dominant guy in James Harden, and he just was miserable in the corner. I just don't know what's going to happen. Russell Westbrook does a lot of dumb things on defense, especially in crunch time. He doesn't shoot the ball well. And those are the negatives. On the positive side, he's super aggressive and he can score. So when LeBron and AD don't play the Lake or they're not on the court, the Lakers are going to have somebody who can score. Melo, the same thing. Melo is fine, but this is not the same Melo as the past. So everyone's excited for the Lakers, but I think that my favorite signing of the offseason for the Lakers is Malik Monk. I just can't wait. I'm all in on Malik Monk, have been for a long time. I'm excited for him. But my favorite signing in the whole offseason was actually Patty Mills to the Nets. He was the guy that I wanted. I wanted the Lakers to go and pick up Patty Mills because that dude just isn't afraid of anything. He's played in big games and he just has the knack and the shooting ability to just hit big shots in big moments. And those are the type of dudes that you want late in games. Those are the type of dudes you want in when things get tough and it's nut crunching time. Those are the type of guys you want on your squad. So it's that was my favorite signing. In the NBA draft, you did have I really like this draft and I like how deep it was. For me, the biggest surprise or the biggest the dumbest move, to no surprise, was the Kings. Can somebody explain to me what's happening in Sacramento? And I think it's obviously nobody knows, because if somebody did, then somebody would be able to explain to us and maybe to them just what the hell are they doing over there. And they went and they drafted a point guard. And so they drafted a point guard when they drafted a point guard last year, when they have a young point guard in De'Aaron Fox, and they went ahead and they drafted Davion Mitchell. Davion Mitchell's fine, but you have 2 point guards already. It just didn't make sense. I just didn't understand what they were doing with that pick. But that's what they did. That's the move they made. Obviously, the Pistons went chalk and they got Cade Cunningham, who I think is going to be really good. He has potential to be top 15, top 10 player in the league at one point in his career. I think the guy that's going to be surprising and he's either going to be just a disaster or he's going to be amazing is going to be Jalen Green. This guy works hard. He's competitive. He can score. With the Rockets, he might be able to he might have like a Tyreek Evans type of season in his rookie year. So just remember me if that happens. Evan Mobley, I think, was a good pickup by the Cavs. I like what they did there with him. The head scratcher for me, the surprise was Scotty Barnes and Josh Giddey. The Thunder took Josh Giddey. The Raptors took Scotty Barnes. And those 2 picks were interesting because those 2 franchises are 2 of the most the smartest franchises in the league. But it did feel a little bit like this could be one of those, we outsmarted ourselves. I'm going to show you how smart I am by doing something almost too smart. But we're going to see, obviously, if Scotty Barnes works out and he turns out to be the super defender he is, and he can guard all 5 positions and he can score and he can be just that dynamic two-way player, it's going to work out. And if Josh Giddey's able to turn out to be one of the better than Jalen Suggs, because I think this is where it ends. Jalen Suggs, to me, watching him last season, I just loved him. I thought he had everything to be an NBA star, and he falls to number 5. and he seems to enjoy it. He seems to enjoy the fact that he now has a chip on his shoulder. And if you're Toronto, if you are the Thunder, this has to be about can the art pick needs to be better than Jalen Suggs. And I just don't know. I don't know that. I don't know if I see it. I don't know if I agree with it. Um, and then that's I think those are the most surprising picks. I think out of all of these things that we saw in terms of um, other draft picks and all of that. Everything else was pretty chalk. Everything else, nothing really stood out or jumped out for me on the draft, and that's one of those things that we come and we look, but obviously we won't know who won the draft until 5 years from now, and that's the way things go. So that's why I don't like to do much on the draft, because we don't know. We don't know who's going to come up. We don't know who's the guy that's going to be uh, jumping in and getting all worked up, or who's going to be the guy that, because we don't know. We don't know who's going to be the breakout star. We don't know what rookie's gonna fall off. We don't know what guy is gonna have a good season, and then 3 years later he's not even going to be in the league. We don't know all that, so that's why it's super hard to judge these rookies, and we can judge on maybe potential, but we don't know what's going to happen. And you can get excited over some summer league stuff, but at the end we don't know. We have no idea, and so we'll reserve our judgment for then. But for now, we have Harry here, and Harry's about to jump on with me. And Harry has entered, and let's see if we're able to get him here, and we'll see if he's able to fix his green screen as of now. Show yourself, Harry. Welcome to the pod.
I'm here. Never you hear me.
We've been awaiting your arrival.
It's a we. Ooh, it's good. I like it.
But he has a green screen.
I have a green screen. Oh Jesus!
Show your face.
I'm scared. I'm scared of what you got for me.
So I sent Harry. So Harry and I have a Google Doc where we do a rundown of everything we're going to go through. We set up our topics and all of that. And I put at the top of today's rundown mystery topic. So he has no idea what's coming at him. But I want to wait because I want to see his facial expression. I want to see just his look.
We could talk while I fix my video here. I'm having a lot of technical issues here.
It's been a typical beginning of August. Things are starting to pick up. The teams that everyone is starting to either separate themselves or they're starting to turn it on. And unfortunately for my Sox, they've decided that they're gonna fall off the cliff now. And fortunately for fans of the NL East, they've decided we're all in. We're gonna go all in, and we're just gonna have a super fun end of the year race. And so this is the time where we obviously get excited for the pennant race. We start to look at the divisions. It's still too early to start looking up magic numbers unless you're the Chicago White Sox. Everybody else, I think is pretty far off to do that.
Yeah.
And then, but it's just a lot of fun now. This is the time where we begin to see who's who. We begin to get excited over who's going to win the MVP. Mike Trout, I guess, is not coming back. I guess he's not playing this year. I guess
it hasn't been confirmed yet. Still trying to get final details from the people over there.
Yeah,
they're being very sketchy about it.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. And so it seems like they're shutting him down and they're kind of just shoving Shohei Ohtani down our throats. We get it. The guy is good. The guy can pitch. The guy can hit. We get it. But you guys don't win any games. Can we stop with this Ohtani propaganda? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this 58-58 team just parading around this one player and using it as an excuse. They did it with Mike Trout for so many years. They used their top player to hide the fact that they are not committed to winning. On the other side, you do get.
And I'm not committed to fixing my my camera.
Yeah,
same thing.
They're like you. I don't know how many podcasts have we done.
Yeah, we're having issues here.
Jeez, man.
The Geek Squad's on the phone right now, trying to figure it out.
And in the NL West, the Giants are starting to put it together. They're starting to pull away a little bit. The Padres have skidded a little bit. The Dodgers are
the Dodgers.
The Dodgers are like stuck in neutral. I guess these guys are gonna just
turn it on one day.
Yeah, I guess they're just like, you know what? We've experienced what it is to win the division. We know what it is to have the home field advantage. Let's see if we can make it tough on ourselves. And
let's see how tough we can make it on ourselves.
Exactly. In the NL Central, you have the Brewers, who are just that pitching staff, man. I think they have the best pitching staff in baseball. And they're just pulling away from everybody else in that division. The team that we thought was going to be there, the Cardinals, have just fallen off, and they're just not. That infrastructure has not been what we thought it was going to be. The Cubs obviously sold everybody except their concession stand workers, so these dudes are clearly just trying to rebuild for the future. And in the AL West, I think that one's fun too. Astros, A's. The Astros are starting to put it together. They're starting to get healthy. They're going to get Alex Bregman in the next week or so. Supposedly, that's another dude who's been out a long time. And so we'll see how all of that turns out. But then NL East obviously is the division to look for, and we'll talk about it once if Harry ever decides to
come back on
to join the podcast.
I don't know what's going on here, man. I'm very confused.
And so
this is what happens when you give me like 20 minutes to set up.
20 minutes? You had all the time in the world. What are you talking about?
I have a 10-month-old, right? Like there's no like.
Okay, but blame the baby. Why not? Blame the baby. I can't wait to have kids to blame them for my shortcomings. She's an innocent child, and you're out here blaming her.
I don't know about innocent child. I know what's going on here. Here we go.
You got it?
Maybe. A lot of technical difficulties.
Harry's like
it's crazy because I tested it on my other. I did a test run like I always do.
Yeah.
And it worked. And now it doesn't want to work.
Yeah, Harry's like an old man right now. He needs somebody's help.
The Geek Squad.
Yeah, he needs a Geek. I thought you were the Geek Squad. What happened to that?
I am the Geek Squad.
Yikes. Let's see. What can we do? Let's have a.
We can still talk. We can still have our podcast.
We can, but it's not fun to do the mystery topic if you can.
Oh, we can push the mystery topic to later.
If I can't see you, let's start with the Field of Dreams. Yesterday, baseball is obviously huge on nostalgia and reminding you of the old times and how it used to be. Here we go, GoPro, something, webcam.
We might have a winner.
And so baseball does that very well. I think they're kind of like Trump in that sense. You know, their message is very much remember when America was nice and everybody loved baseball?
Yeah.
And it's why the target audience is like, 70-year-old men and not not young people. But anyway, yesterday they had the Field of Dreams game, and they played it in Iowa. They played it next to the stadium that came out in the movie Field of Dreams, and it's the movie on the Chicago White Sox, the shoeless Joe Jackson led White Sox, the team that sold themselves, right? They kind
Yeah,
of
they cheated.
yeah, they
Or,
cheated by shaving points. They lost on purpose and they got paid and all that. And so I must admit it was super cool. It was super cool. The entrance was cool with Kevin Costner as he walked in from the cornfield, and then all the players walked out. It was sick. Baseball hit it out of the park. It was great that they had it on national TV. It was on Fox. It was easy to watch. It was just fun. It was just great to hear Joe Buck. Anytime Joe Buck announces a baseball game, you just know it's a big deal. I'm one of the few people in the world that like Joe Buck. I know people hate him, and I know you're supposed to hate him. I just love the guy. I don't understand why people don't like him. He's amazing.
He always hates on the Dodgers.
Oh, come on. He could care less about the Dodgers, bro.
Yeah,
he's just doing his job. What do you want it to be? You want it to be like the Dodger announcers getting all excited? He's supposed to be neutral.
The Padre, I want to be the Padres now. There I am. Hello, crowd.
About time you show up.
Harry is in the house.
Yeah, finally. Too bad you look a little dark. There's no lighting where you're at.
Oh, I got shoved in the room,
and so
everybody else is living their lives, and I'm over here. Oh, dark. Let me see.
So the Field of Dreams game.
Hopefully that works.
So the Field of Dreams game was a lot of fun. I like the setup. The commissioner was saying that they're going to go back. I had no problems with the game itself, with the setup. Everything looks super cool. Good job, Iowa. What would you think of it?
I was mad I wasn't there. I was mad I wasn't there at all. Next year we'll be there. Hopefully rooting the Brooklyn Dodgers against the New York Giants.
Is that what's gonna happen?
Nah, just throwing.
Oh, that'd be fun.
There. That'd be fun, yeah. The only problem I had is the thing I text you. The whole thing I text you.
Shoeless Joe Jackson is only allowed certain times.
when it's the benefit of the MLB. Other than that, you can't make it. And that's the problem I have with the MLB. They just try. Well, it's like any other business. They'll take advantage of what's going on.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know the whole story, Shoeless Joe Jackson through was accused of throwing the 1918 World Series.
Yeah.
With the Black Sox. The whole Black Sox scandal. If you want a little bit more in depth, you can watch the 15. I think it's 15 DVDs in baseball, but there's a section for that era.
Yeah.
So he was accused of doing that, which people can go both ways on it, and things that are going. And you know what made it worse? And it was funny to me when I was watching it. So you know how they have all this thing against gambling and like. What's his name? Pete Rose.
Yeah.
Pete Rose gambled on baseball, but then they had Big Papi and A-Rod with the Bets 1000 by Fox. It's like
Big Papi's money.
Oh yeah, exactly. So I think they should unban both of them. Honestly, like I'm a big fan of Pete Rose. Shoeless Joe Jackson is just more of a legend type of thing. I think they should just go back and check it out. But the game itself was amazing. The ball was flying. It looked like Coors Field 2.0. The trippy part about it is like it's in the middle of nowhere. I was waiting for something to go wrong. I was waiting for the lights to go off or like something technology wise, because the players were saying that there was no technology in the field. They had no Wi-Fi. There was no that's the crazy part. Bring it back next year. Brooklyn Dodgers against New York Giants.
Yeah,
that'll be fun. That'll be great. That'll be great for the game. What do you think? Red Sox, Yankees?
Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it.
So the one that's more of an obvious is Chicago White Sox against the Chicago Cubs. I think that's more of an obvious one there. I think they might do. because
Yeah.
of course Chicago, the White Sox, part of the whole movie, and then the rivalry with the North is it North part or South part? North part, right?
North, yeah.
North part of Chicago, yeah.
Yeah, I think the angle of like of the shoeless Joe Jackson, and I think in general, these leagues shouldn't ban anybody.
No,
because
I'm trying to figure out this whole lighting thing.
In the Hall of Fame, I think it's important to include everybody that's part of your history.
Yeah,
it's impossible to tell the history of baseball without Shoeless Joe Jackson, without Pete Rose, without
any of these guys,
without all the steroid guys. It's impossible to tell the story.
What are you gonna do? Oh, hey guys, by the way, like this part of the history is like gone because this guy did this guy did that.
Exactly. Yeah. And obviously you pick and choose. Obviously the guy who never gets any crap is Luis Gonzalez, but this dude was a guy who was below average his entire career, and then he has one good year where he hits like 54 home runs, and he has the iconic he fights off the ball in bloop single and wins the World Series. Yeah, against the Yankees, the Diamondbacks in 2001. And obviously that's the only that's one of the dudes that comes out unscathed. I just think baseball needs to embrace all of it. Embrace it.
Yeah, it's
part of our history.
But it's
part of who we are.
There's a lot of old people in the office. There's a lot of me's in the office that are purists that don't want to do that.
Well, away with them. Away with the purists. We got to advance the game.
That's pretty cool. Let's go back to Field of Dreams. Yeah, I get it about advancing the game, but it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen unless we get a better commission.
Yeah, but I think it's more about the mentality. Baseball, like one of the things that the NBA does that's so great is that the NBA, you can post a video. You can go and the NBA makes their content free.
Yeah.
Baseball does it, and it's so dumb. It's so dumb. And it's one of those things like we live in a digital age. Can we share the video of the great catch that so-and-so made? Why can't we share that? Why do you block it? Why do you take it down? And I think that's the stuff that, to me, we got to advance the game. Screw all these periods. Screw all them. Because you guys are going to die. You're going to die.
You mean it in this part, right? You don't mean it overall because...
Well, I mean, it depends. Depends who you are.
Exactly. Exactly.
But I just think the game is going to die with you. It is ridiculous. You watch these baseball games, and you know who the target audience is by the commercials. The commercials like Viagra and Cialis. Like, what is this? What are we doing? Can we make the game younger? Can we make it younger?
I'm already starting to use all that stuff, so I'm already at that age. Yeah, there's a lot of things wrong with baseball, but let's not throw it to the side and take away from what happened yesterday.
No. I'm not. What I'm saying is there is a lot of bad things in baseball, but a lot of them are fixable. Because there's a lot of great things in baseball. There's a lot of young talent. There's a lot of fun teams. There's a lot of fun races. There's a lot of fun stuff in baseball. Baseball's a lot of fun. Can we pump the fun stuff to the forefront? That's what I'm saying. I'm not the guy who's saying baseball is dead, baseball is over. I'm not saying that. I went to the Padres Stadium on Tuesday.
I want to hear about that a little later.
The most beautiful stadium ever.
Oh yeah, the beer is amazing.
It's amazing. Oh, I don't know about the beer, but it's amazing. But I just think we got to push this stuff to the forefront. And I think this idea that, it's because this older white guy or this older Mexican guy, this older black guy who's been watching the game, and this is how the game has always been to him.
Baseball.
It's gonna die with him. Can we allow like your kids to push the game forward? Can we allow someone my little brother to do it?
My kid's more of an old school. He doesn't.
Who's your kid's favorite player?
That flashy about stuff.
Who's your kid's favorite player?
Every year it changes.
Exactly. You know what? Why? Because that is new. Who is his favorite player this year?
All time as these guys. Look, Mike, MJ, and you see Mike up there.
Who's his favorite player this year?
Fernando Tatis.
There.
Javier Baez.
Thank
Lindor.
you. Thank you. My point exactly.
But then you hear him.
These guys.
But then you hear him. He's like, "Oh, he makes a bunch of errors," and then
it's part of baseball. Yes, complain about the errors.
Yeah, but he's 11. He doesn't watch any of the games.
But it's fun. That's what we need to push.
He doesn't watch any of the Padre games. I don't think I ever seen him sit down and watch a Padre game.
That's fine. He
watches whatever is on YouTube and yeah.
My point exactly. He watches whatever's on YouTube. Yes, baseball.
Make
it available. Yes, that's how these look. Kids now.
That's how you learned about all the other old school stuff.
Well, yeah, kids now don't like sports the way
out of all my stories, out of all my million boring stories I give them.
Yeah, our kids nowadays do not like sports the way we like sports.
Nah,
it just doesn't happen. Kids now don't follow one team. Kids now don't follow one player. Kids now follow everybody. They follow the league. And so that's different. Obviously,
I'm a kid, I guess, because Trey Turner is my new favorite player now.
No, because
last year was Betts. Now it's
we're different. We are walking and living in this world.
I get it.
Where it's different, and we got to push that because we need to advance the game of baseball. And yesterday was a lot of fun, and yesterday was great. And you know why it was fun? Because it was
because of the home run.
It was nostalgia. But you know who made it fun? It was the young guys who made it a lot of fun.
It was the home run.
No, it was the young guys, the excitement, everything was great. It was great. It was amazing. And the Yankees lost. What more do we want from a game? It was
a really well played game.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I expected a lot more fireworks, but I was satisfied. I was a satisfied cat. I wish they played in the original field. I know it's not possible at all.
No,
the dimensions are like way
every fly ball would be a home run. It would have been like 100.
That'll make it fun though.
110 to 105.
It's like playing in the polo grounds or in the what is it, Ebbets Field, like all those short porches.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I wanna hit on the mystery topic now.
I don't like this. I don't like going into things like that I don't know. Like, you know that already.
Well,
if I cut you off after this, and
you did this to yourself.
Of course.
Last pod, you said Trey Turner is as good as Mookie Betts.
Oh yeah, hands down.
I almost lost my mind. Kept it together. You know, we recorded the pod, we did it was fine, whatever. And I said, you know what? You know, Harry's an older guy. He can sometimes, you know, say crazy things.
But if you're gonna quote me, you should quote me correctly.
And well, that's not the mystery.
But I'm saying it's you gotta quote me correctly if you're gonna quote me.
Well, what did you say? Quote yourself then.
No, I'm not gonna quote myself. I'm waiting for you. You're the one that has all this mystery stuff.
Okay, well that wasn't the mystery topic, so I said
like Mookie like Mookie like Trey Turner's Mookie like. That's what I said.
Sure.
There, keep going. I did.
And then Sunday I get a text message. Sunday at 1:57 p.m. And the message, this is from Harry. It says, I don't care what you say. Trey Turner is as good as Mookie Betts.
Oh, yeah. I did say that.
If you notice, if you look at my phone, I didn't respond to Harry until Wednesday. I didn't know what to say. I saw that text message.
You don't know baseball if you didn't respond.
I looked at it. I stared at it. I was like, this can't be true. He must be drunk. He must be high. Somebody is beating him.
I don't smoke, so
Trey Turner's family has Harry hostage, and he has to say these ridiculous things.
Nope. I 100% believe that.
He lost the bet. I don't know. Something happened.
Still to the day, I 100% believe that.
What the hell is wrong with you?
A
What
lot
the
of
hell's
people
the
ask
matter
that.
with
A
you?
lot of people ask that, but you know the difference between me and other people in this world. I'm the guy that changes the world. I'm the guy that has a different opinion. I'm the guy that people think differently of. I 100% believe it. Speed wise, honestly I think it's so. Mookie Betts speed wise. Let's just start there.
Okay.
Mookie Betts is a very smart base runner, but
Yes.
fast,
He's not
not
fast.
as fast as Trey Turner.
He's not.
No, average wise, you got a better average in Trey Turner one. Home run, it's there. Did you do any homework? Because
I did. Did you realize that Mookie Betts has been hurt a lot this year?
no,
Are you
I'm
going on?
speaking.
Are you going on 3 weeks of Trey Turner? Is that what you're doing?
No, I seen Trey
Once,
Turner.
once,
Trey
one
Turner was an
season,
MVP race.
one season of Trey Turner.
No, Trey Turner was an MVP race. Trey Turner is one of the best hitters out there. He always up there in the average. Stolen base is always there. That's a lost art right there. Stolen base. And yeah, I 100% believe it. I don't care what people say. I don't. Watching the game, he's a game changer, and Mookie Betts is a game changer too. Like he's still today, even though he's hurt, he's still a game changer. He's still one of the greats. The difference between one and the other is one has one more chip than the other. That's
No, what are you talking about? The difference
That's
between
it.
both of them is that Mookie Betts is overall a better hitter, a better defender.
Nope.
Mookie Betts is more dynamic. You can put Mookie Betts in multiple
At second base and outfield.
places.
Trey
Mookie
Turner
Betts,
short, second,
Mookie
center,
Betts
left.
is a center fielder anywhere you put him. Anywhere you put him. He has center fielder defense anywhere in the outfield. He has a above average arm. He is better than Trey Turner. Trey Turner is really good. He is a really good baseball player.
You're speaking from the Boston heart. That's what
I
it
am
is.
not. I am speaking from a baseball heart. What are you talking about?
We faced them for the last 4 or 5 years. You don't remember? We got eliminated by them 2019. 2018 we played them. 2017 we played them.
I know what this is.
Like, come on. Like, what are you talking about?
I know.
Go hang out in the AL East. Go hang out in the AL East.
I know what
Go hang out over there.
This is your version. This is Trey Turner to you is what the Rays are for me. I give the Rays a lot of respect, almost too much respect for what they do against Boston. You're giving Trey Turner this respect because what he's done against the Dodgers. He's
done against the Dodgers in the league.
I get it.
One of the good. He's one of the good. I'm not saying he's a Bryce Harper. I'm not saying he's a Mike Trout. There's only one Mike Trout. There's only one Bryce Harper.
Wait, you think Bryce Harper is better than Mookie Betts?
Debatable. I didn't say he is.
We might have to get. I might have to suspend you from this podcast for like 2 weeks. What are you talking about? What are you trying to do?
Well, Bryce Harper has the power that Mookie Betts doesn't have.
Okay.
Mookie
Betts is still a better hitter overall.
Debatable.
Okay, I would debate it.
The last 2 seasons has been having a really good year, Bryce Harper. Mm-hmm. And when he first started, he just had 2 mediocre years. Everybody does.
I love Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper's my guy.
I'm not saying I'll take Bryce Harper right now. Hands down, Mike Trout is the best baseball player in the world.
We're not even touching Mike Trout.
Well, but I'm saying everybody else falls right under.
The debate is not with Mike Trout.
It's not.
Mike Trout is in a home all by himself.
Yeah, exactly. And my point is, everybody else fights for takes underneath there. There's nobody else better than Mike Trout. Nobody else will be. Nobody else is coming.
But this conversation.
Anybody below? I'm talking to you right now. I'm saying anybody below Mike Trout is debatable. There's no hands down this guy's the second best hitter. This guy's the third best hitter. Oh, Mookie Betts is better than him. Oh, no. Everybody has take up there. No? You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
You're right now you're putting your Boston Red Sox hat and your Mookie Love hat.
I am not.
And just for the fans out there, I do own a Mookie Betts jersey, and I do love Mookie Betts. I love Mookie Betts.
That's not what I'm doing. What you're doing, you're elevating.
Well, I don't know what the debate is.
No,
I have
because
no idea what the debate is.
you're elevating everybody to an equal ground. Everybody's not on equal ground. Mike Trout is by himself, but
Yeah,
everybody else is not on equal ground. There's no way. What are you talking
there has
about?
to be. Who's the second best player in baseball?
Mookie Betts,
Third?
Juan Soto.
Sure.
Yes, 1,000%.
You know the
Yes.
crazy part? They had a Cody Bellinger up there as one of the best. And
Well,
look at him now.
that was probably
Yeah, yeah.
no, but
This
I
is the
didn't
beginning of the
have
season.
Cody.
I'm talking.
I didn't have Cody Bellinger up there. I didn't have him. I'm the guy who said his MVP season was kind of suspect.
Well, the whole debate here is, and I don't know I don't know where
The
you're
whole
at.
debate is how many
I need to go
beers
get your
did you
check.
drink? How many beers did you drink
No,
before you sent me that text message?
I still think zero.
Oh my gosh.
Zero.
The problem is Harry.
No.
Are you serious?
I'm 100%. And as good.
Okay. All right.
Like,
How is
it not I can't state my opinion. It's like your opinion goes, and that's what it is. Like everybody, like I said, I have a different view of the game than you do, and everybody else.
Clearly,
yeah, we do clearly, hands down,
clearly.
And everybody else.
Yeah, clearly. You watch the game with your TV off.
Nah, man. Watch him.
Okay.
The thing is, it's the same thing. I'll tell you this. I never watched a national game. Like I said, I don't watch a national game that wasn't against the Dodgers.
Okay.
Never.
Okay.
I'm gonna admit it here.
Okay.
But when he's faced the Dodgers and the little things I've seen, it's like, okay, cool. He's there. He's good.
Yeah, look, this conversation is not whether Trey Turner sucks. I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying he sucks. He's as good as Mookie Betts. As good.
No, he's not.
I'm not saying 100% is like, oh, he's 100 times better than Mookie Betts. I would say I'll take Trey Turner over Mookie Betts any time of the day. Luckily enough, we have both. Luckily enough, we have both on our team.
With your statement, he's as good. That's basically what you're saying.
No, that's not basically what I'm saying. I'm saying as good.
If they're as good, you can take either one. It doesn't matter who you take. You're getting
luckily enough we have both on it. But luckily enough, we have both on our team.
Trey Turner is closer,
and that's not going to happen.
Trey Turner is closer to Devers and Xander Bogaerts than he is to Mookie Betts. He's closer to that group. He's in that camp. Nah. He's in that camp. Yes, he is. He's in the Manny Machado camp. He's in the Tatis Jr. camp. He's in that camp. That's Trey Turner. That's where Trey Turner.
So Tatis Jr. is the number one player in baseball right
now. To who? To MLB's Instagram maybe, but he's not the best. No, he's not. He's the most exciting, the most.
That puts my debate in front of everything else.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
You're right.
If MLB can say Tatis is the best player in the world, I can say whoever the hell is.
I guess that's true. You are entitled to your opinion, and as the host of this podcast, I am entitled to let you explain yourself. I just wanted you to explain yourself, and it made no sense. The text message to this day doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you didn't watch the games. The guy says that you don't watch games.
Come on, what are you talking about? I watch a bunch of games. I watch a lot of games. I watch a lot of Dodger games.
So, guys scored from first to third. From first to home, sorry. Okay. On a dribbler in the infield.
He's great. He's really good.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's a good play.
Yeah.
Good job by him.
Yeah, he's done it more than once.
Durant had a inside the park home run. I wasn't like, oh, he's the best player on the Red Sox. It happens.
He's a game changer, and you're gonna see he's gonna get paid.
Of course he is. He's really good, but he's not Mookie Betts.
It's gonna be the same dollar amount as Mookie Betts.
I don't think so. I don't think so. And whoever does that, good luck to them. Anyway, moving on. My heart is racing now. I have high blood pressure because of Harry and his ridiculous takes.
You're welcome.
Let's do some MLB East. That one's fun. We kind of highlighted in the beginning of the pod. what do you foresee happening in that division?
All hell breaking loose. That's easy take.
Yeah,
It's anybody. So whoever gets hot in September, that's who's gonna take it.
yeah,
Anybody could take it. Atlanta could take it. Philadelphia could take it. The Mets. The Mets are remind me a lot of the Angels now. They get the pieces and they just can't put it together. They just
yeah,
can't put it together. One of the greatest players in our era to pitch. So, um, if I had to make a take, I would say either Atlanta or the Mets.
okay, yeah. I think for the
I
Mets,
wouldn't say I wouldn't say the Phillies bullpen is too shaky.
yeah, yeah. I think for the Mets, it's gonna come.
Phillies
Go ahead for the Phillies. What?
Well, for the Phillies, the bullpen is just it's trash, absolute trash. Like they
Mhm.
don't have anything good to be scary about. I don't have a closer that's gonna shut you down ninth inning. You still go into the ninth inning thinking you're gonna win a game.
Yeah,
Atlanta's good. They're young. Their Mets are the best build out there. They've just been injured, and if they ever can get it together, they can take it. They have the talent to take it.
yeah,
And yeah, just if I had to pick, it's the Mets or the Braves.
yeah, yeah. For me, I like the Braves. I just think they're gonna they just know how to win late in the game, and I want to pick the Phillies. I really do. Just that bullpen scares me off. I think had they gone in and addressed it with one more arm, I would feel more comfortable with the Phillies. Although I wouldn't be surprised if they win that division. They are the pick I want to make, but I see that bullpen and
That's
it
the pick
just
you did
scares me
make.
off. Yeah, that's the pick I did make. You know what? I'm gonna stick with the Phillies. I'm gonna go Phillies. I think the Phillies are gonna do it. I believe in Philadelphia. I'm gonna stick with my pick. I just like that team. I like the makeup of that team. I think Joe Girardi is perfect for them, and he adds. They take it on his personality, which is always a sign of a good team and a sign of a good manager. And so, and like as you're saying, Bryce Harper is having a good year. That whole team is. I just like that team, the makeup of that team. Uh, I think if the Mets were healthier, I like the Mets
Yeah,
too. It's
and
just
they're not healthy.
we just have no
Bias just went
idea
down too.
when their guys are coming back, and so um, every day it changes, the timeline changes for their dudes, and so I just don't know how sustainable it is, and how many. There comes a point where you get too many injuries, and I think the Mets are close to the edge there. Um, let's do some award races now that we are in August. Let's do Cy Young. Let's do some of that. Who do you have as your Cy Young as of August 13 in the AL and the NL?
And now say the Grom still, and then any of the Dodgers. Let them be more of a fan pick.
Mm-hmm.
AL AL's gonna be tough. Honestly, I don't have anybody like. There's no clear front runner.
Yeah.
Cole Hamels is having a so what year.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Shane Bieber's having a so what year. Last night went down, so that made me happy.
Yeah.
Uh, it's gonna be tough. That's gonna be a tough one. What do you think? You go first. You think about it.
In the AL, I think it has to be right now. The front runner has to be Lance Lynn. I think he's having the best season out of all of them. His team is winning a lot of games. Garrett Cole has been hurt and has
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
he's
it's
been hurt too
no.
much. I mean, Carlos Rodon has been good too, but
He's
I
hurt
just
too.
yeah, exactly. I just think Lance
He
Lynn
just got hurt.
has been better than everybody. The guy who's been solid, I just don't think he would get there. I just think he hasn't. He had a rough start to the season. Is Robbie
Hmm.
Ray from the Blue Jays?
Yeah,
He's been good, but I think just if we're gonna look at the totality of the season,
that's what I'm
I think
saying. It's
I think
tough.
it has to be Lance Lynn, just the totality of it. In the NL, it's kind of rough because I think it was the Groms until he got hurt. I think the Grom
Yeah,
was
it's
gonna
any of the
take,
Dodgers. I would say.
and then Zach Wheeler has been great in from Philly. Um, and then you can't go wrong with Bueller or Scherzer. You can't go wrong with any of those dudes. I think the NL to me is tougher because it's so deep.
Yeah,
And you could even include like Brandon Woodruff from Milwaukee and Corbin Burns. Um,
the guy from
and
the
then
Giants too. What's his
if you
name?
want to get Kevin Gosman, another one. Um, so yeah, I think it's just super deep. For me, I would give it to Zach Wheeler, to be honest with you. Because if he's able to win if his team's able to win the division, that's going to be the toughest division, and he would have been the ace to win to be part of that staff. Kevin Gosman
Yeah,
is interesting too, but I just think Walker Bueller has had a better year. So if you're going to go with
yeah.
anybody
Overall,
in the NL West, if it isn't Zach Wheeler, I think it has to be Walker Bueller. So to me, those are the two guys I'm looking at: Zach Wheeler and Walker Bueller.
Blake Snell finally decided to play.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but Blake Snell, I mean, this dude would have to do unspeakable things.
No, no. I'm saying that just that was my preseason pick, and he finally decided to play.
Yeah. So to me, those would be the two guys. In the AL,
It was tough.
I think it's easier because there's only one true guy. It's only Lance Lynn.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make the case for Robbie Ray. You can, I guess, if you want to do like best guy, it's Garrett Cole, and maybe if Garrett Cole has the last good
Yeah, it depends
month,
what he does. Yeah,
good last 2 months or whatever, maybe he can take it back.
I like Lance Lynn. I we saw him pitch yesterday. It was great. World
He's
time pitch
good.
that made a.
And then you get like just everybody else. I mean, I guess Sean Manaea from Oakland. I don't know. I mean, I
No,
guess, but that's just too much. I just think it's
yeah, it's gonna be.
the fall off is a lot higher. But
It's
I
only
think
the field of three, so
yeah. And in the NL is deep. The NL, if I'm gonna do three in the NL, I think it's Zach Wheeler, Walker Bueller, um, and Kevin Gosman. I
I would
think
say Gosman. I would say Gosman and Bueller.
those are my three. In the AL, if I had to add another guy, I think it's Lance Lynn. Yeah, I have to put Garrett Cole in there just because of the year he's having. And he's still
Oh,
he's cut. He
wasn't that
comes
my
back.
pick?
He that was your pick. He comes back next week, and I throw in Robbie Ray in there. I just like his stuff. I like the way he's put it together. His last few starts, and he could have a good last 2 months and be in the top three. But that was just I don't know that one is difficult. What about MVP? What will you have in the MVP?
Otani,
Yeah,
Otani, and
and Vladdy.
it's between Harper and Tatis. Or it's Vladdy, Vladdy and Otani and Tatis and I just said his name. I'm trying to blank. Harper.
Yeah,
Or did I say Harper twice?
I
Harper.
I think it's gonna be
Harper
Otani.
Tatis. Harper Tatis. Harper Tatis. Pick one.
I think it's gonna be
I would say
Otani.
Tatis.
I think it's gonna be Otani.
That sounded like a coin flip too. But
Um, I don't like that
yeah,
pick to
he's
be
done a
honest
lot
with you,
more.
but it has to be Otani. I think in the
Otani Tatis.
in the NL, I think it's gonna be Tatis, But the guy I would throw in there, but it's just really hard to make the case because the Reds are falling off, would be not Nick Castellanos. But
Yeah.
he's having an unbelievable year too. But
Yeah.
his team. But I think that this is where, to me, I hate that Otani gets it. I love Mike Trout. I just don't like
You
that
know,
he's.
you always know the MVP is a popular vote. It's not even the
Yeah, I know that, but I think that's. I love Mike Trout. I just wish there was another award we can give to the
Mike
best
Trout
player.
Award,
Yeah, I just because
the
I feel
Babe
like
Ruth
it
Award.
has to. You have to win. You have to win. But it's different. So I think it's going to be Tatis too. I reluctantly agree with you because I don't like either of
You know
them.
the crazy, and it boggles my mind. So here's more Tatis ripping. So you pay this guy a bunch of money for 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
He hurts his shoulder. He really hurts his shoulder. Like his shoulders, like
Yeah,
it's like effed up,
yeah.
like effed up to the max.
Mm-hmm.
And you're still trying to bring him back.
You got to sell them tickets.
No, but it boggles my mind. Like, why?
You got to sell the tickets. That's why.
Yeah, you're gonna sell tickets for 2 years, and then this guy's gonna be done. That shoulder, if his shoulder goes, that's it. He has no swing.
Yeah.
Every single. I don't know if he's faking it. I don't know if it's a fake injury to make him look strong and look like that he's the next tough guy, or is it actually legit shoulder injury? To me, it seems like to me, watching the games and seeing him and being available the next day, it's like, dude, are you really hurt, or are you just faking it?
Yeah.
Or you just need a day off. Like it doesn't it's like mind boggling. Like if I would start a franchise and I would pay 13 years, it's the same thing they would bets. They finally shut him down. They finally shut down bets.
Yeah.
After a while it wasn't getting better. It wasn't getting better. And she's like, you know what? Shut it down. Shut it down and see where we can go.
Yeah. And there's talks that they're gonna put him in the outfield the rest of the year.
Yeah, it takes away less stress on the shoulder, but then think about it. It makes a diving catch, and guess where the pain's gonna go?
Oh. Yeah.
So it's
yeah. Either way, he's gonna have to deal with that shoulder injury. Either way.
But is it worth the future?
No, obviously not.
But like, what's a lot? What's happening? Yeah, but
it's money.
The ticket's already sold. Everybody loves the Padres over there, dude.
That's what it is.
They love the Padres.
They do.
Was Tatis playing when you went?
No, he didn't.
Exactly, and that place was probably jam packed.
Yeah, it was pretty packed.
Yeah, they love the Padres somehow, some way after so many losing seasons, and then they end up showing up. I remember I bought a ticket for $6. $6, and it was already Petco Park.
Yeah.
Then I bought another ticket for $36 for opening day. Opening day.
That's crazy.
When the Dodgers whooped on them, it was like 16-1, I think. It was 19-1.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. I don't know. That boggles my mind. It's just like you're see all these other teams that are well run, they shut them down. Like Trout shut down. They shut down Rendon. Betts is shut down.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. Well, I was gonna say, DeGrom is shut down. Like,
no, I agree with you.
I don't get it. I understand the money, but where is the tickets are already sold? They're gonna go see them. Yeah. The team's winning.
I agree with you. Just the way
I don't like you agreeing with me. I don't like you. I'm trying to make you disagree.
Well, then I would sound like an idiot if I just disagree with everything.
What was I gonna tell you? I think that team is falling off, dude.
Yeah.
I think that team is. I'm not scared of them anymore in that one game playoff. I was early on. Now we got Scherzer. Just imagine that Scherzer, Darvish, 1 game playoff. They should make it a 3-game playoff.
This guy.
They should.
Best of 3.
Yeah, best of 3. Just like they did last year. They did that last year. It was best 3.
Yeah, they did.
That made sense.
But last year they were trying to make up revenue.
Yeah, let's make some more revenue. I'm not scared of money. You scared of money?
No,
I think
of course not.
Manfred's scared of Manfred's scared of money. Probably money's on the table. People want to pay for it. Let's move on. Let's move on. Too much
Let's move
rambling
on.
going on.
Let's do some Red Sox corner. Let me get that out of the way. We suck, Harry. That's where we're at right now.
So for the level of 1 to 10,
I'm a
and
one.
there's a negative also if you want to add it on.
I'm a one.
You're that's it.
I'm a one.
Reality finally set in.
The pitching isn't there. The offense isn't. Nothing is there right now. Nothing.
You don't think it's like a bad? It's a bad.
Yeah,
a bad slump.
It's a bad. Yeah, it is a bad slump. But it's one of those like now you decide to have this now.
Well, everybody has it.
I know, but why couldn't we have it July, June?
Because you wouldn't be in this position. You wouldn't be in the first place position if they would have had a bad.
I know, but we would have made up the ground had we been playing awesome now. So
there's no hope. You're done.
No, obviously it goes week to week, Harry.
What are they? 5 games out?
5 games out. I'm an emotional man.
How many games out of the wild card are they?
I don't even know, man.
That's how much of a fan you are.
I don't want to look at.
I think this guy giving in. I think he's put the white flag out. No, Red Sox fans.
Never. I would never do.
I think he's done. I think unfortunately he's.
Get out of here! Shut up.
Seems like it. No, don't know how many games back from the wild card.
Look, it's just been tough.
How many games back from the thing?
Looking at the standings is not something that I want to do at this moment in my life. So I just know we're 5 games out.
So for you guys that don't know, me and German's relationship, we always like stepping on each other when we're down.
Oh yeah,
he does it to me and I do it to him. Yeah, since day one we've been like that.
We actually are leading the wild card because we have the A's are.
There's some excitement right there. Let's put it at 2 or 3
and 48. And
let's go, baby! Get that wild card.
The Red Sox
get eliminated.
And 49.
Get eliminated by the who Indians?
Yeah, I think it would be the Indians. Huh? No, the White Sox. No,
the White Sox are in first place.
Oh,
you play the second wild card.
Yeah, it'd be the Indians. Huh?
You look a little scared.
No, it'd be the Yankees.
There you go.
Let's do it. I'm down. I'm not afraid.
Oh, the Yankees caught up.
Yeah. We can't do anything. We can't hit. We can't put. We had the 20-8 win against the Rays, and you know how it goes. Like if your team scores more than 15 runs,
you should be scared the next day.
The next day they're done. Like they're not gonna score anything.
Be scared the next day.
Yeah, and that's what happened. This week. It's just, I think the Orioles are coming to town this weekend, so hopefully this is just good medicine, and hopefully this is a good way to just get it out of the system.
Do you remember what they did to you guys week 1?
I know, but this is why.
Exactly.
Like, after that we took off, so hopefully
the team I'll be scared of would be the Orioles right now.
No, come on. At this point, everybody's. I'm afraid of everybody. So,
you guys should have gone to pitching. You guys didn't go out and get. You guys didn't get anybody.
Chris Sale comes back this weekend.
Yay!
Let's go.
Is he done? Is he done in Portland already?
Woo! Yeah, he comes back this weekend. So I'm excited. I'm excited for that. I'm a 1, but I'm an emotional man, especially with the Red Sox. So I'm a 1 now. The Red Sox.
So when 0 comes, you're done.
No, I'm never gonna be done. Look, 1 is the lowest. I'm gonna go.
So if it's last week of the season, you guys are eliminated. That's it.
It's gonna be fine. Remember, I am the guy that was jumping, hollering, and getting all excited for an 81 win team. That was me.
You're almost there.
It was me saying like, "Let's go! We're gonna win 81 games." I'm excited. That was me.
13 more games. Let's go.
That was me. So please don't think that I'm gonna fall off the wagon. I'm here. I'm strapped on. and hopefully the mechanic fixes the car before it gets too late. How do you feel about the Dodgers?
Um, I would say I'm a like 7 out of 10.
No,
I feel great right now. I feel great.
this is up to 5, bro. So you're 4 out of 5.
4.5 out of 5.
4.5. Wow.
I feel great about them, dude. Like
What
they've been
happened?
playing. They've been playing well.
Uh-huh.
Scherzer's here, baby. Let's go. Let's get it. I'm
Yeah.
right about my Scherzer. Sign him. Re-sign him. Re-sign him. So I get my jersey.
Supposedly
That was the Angels are
the
supposed.
Angels
Yeah.
are in on him too.
Yeah, but that's Scott Boras. That's Scott Boras doing his thing, like he always does. Um, yeah, Scherzer's doing great. Turner, great addition. The other Turner's down, so that
Yeah.
kind of worries me there. Mookie Betts is down for a bit. I think the more worrisome of all of these is Mookie Betts.
Mm.
I think of all of them that I think they should shut him down for say maybe a month, get him rolling in the middle of September, and then get him in the playoffs. You're gonna make the playoffs either way. You're gonna be a wild card. With that team as stacked as it is, I don't see him losing to anybody in the 1-game playoff.
Mm.
Unless you let Dave Roberts run the team all the way. Yeah, Scherzer's looking great. His last start got got cut because of rain.
Yeah.
Muncie's getting back his swing. Bellinger, surprisingly, Bellinger's hitting it over to the fence again. Surprisingly,
Yeah.
not for average, but for power. We're just looking great. We're in a good situation right now. The only thing, and I can care less about the division, honestly. Like, it is what it is. The Giants are good. I don't know how they're good, but they're good.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they come out with like a cheating scandal in 2 years, but like these guys were cheating in 2021.
Yeah.
I have zero idea how they're good.
Yeah.
I have no idea how they're good. Their pitching is you have nothing in pitching.
Right.
Who's their best pitcher? Well, in name wise, like stature wise, I know they have some good pitchers in there. Hitting wise, Wade Jr. Who's that guy?
Yeah.
Never heard of him. Buster Posey's having a great year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they're down by 5. So see, there's always hope, German. There's always hope. You can never lose hope on your team. You can't be a 1. You should be like a. If I were you right now, I would probably be a 2.5.
Get the hell out of here. 2.5.
Yeah.
Get out.
2.5.
Get
3.
If
I were a Red Sox fan and I were in your situation, I would be a 2.5 to 3.
You're being a jerk right now. That's what you're being.
No, I wouldn't.
While I'm down. Come on. Get out.
No, I
says the guy that was 2 out of 5 when you got Scherzer. Get out of here. I don't want to hear you talk to me about.
I told you I needed to. I needed to see him execute before I can jump on the boat. I could jump on.
You wanted to see if Scherzer knew how to pitch. If he forgot how to pitch on his flight from DC to LA.
Yeah. Sometimes they do. You never know. Hey, there's. Hey, Joey Gallo forgot how to hit.
Oh man,
on that flight from.
I told you that's
right, that flight from Texas to New York. You forgot how to hit.
Yeah,
and that flight from Chicago to New York and got that other guy COVID. Was it Rizzo?
Yeah,
dude. I just wish COVID would go away. Honestly, it's messing up everything. Yeah. Everything.
Same.
Like here, like in our lives and everybody else. Like it sucks.
Yeah.
I wish. I don't think it's gonna go away anytime soon, but it sucks.
Yeah.
Like Joe Kelly has been rumored to have COVID, but they don't want to say he has COVID.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. You know how they were saying, last year they were like, "Oh, it's undisclosed. We're gonna put him in the IL, but it's undisclosed for the injury." Yeah. So they put 2 players in the from the Dodgers. We're still the Dodgers.
Yeah.
In the IL. So I wish it would just go away. Just go away and let us live our life again. And I don't know. I have a lot of. I think it's a reset point in our lives right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think this and this is going away from the Dodgers too. I think this virus is a reset point in everybody's life in the future. So now you know what to like, well, not what to like, what to care about, and what do you feel about yourself. Now it's like a reset point. Like
Yeah.
everybody has been pushed to the limits. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you have. You've been pushed to the limits. You
Yeah.
either have somebody that passed away. You have either got ill from this, or something has gone wrong that COVID has taught you. You have lost your job.
Hmm.
Like I lost one of my jobs that way
Yeah.
from COVID. Like and it resets you to a different way. You know, everything just reset. Like
Yeah.
I just wish it was great seeing something that made me happy in baseball, like the whole Field of Dreams thing. Have you seen the movie?
Yeah. Of course.
Okay. Just making sure because I told you of other movies and you're like,
Yeah, I've seen it.
I don't know how you feel. I think you probably feel a little similar than that, but I think this is a reset point right now. I think this is 2020, 2021 is a whole reset of our lives, and we'll see what we get. Look, we got a podcast together. We got reunited. Things are positive and great.
Yeah.
Uh,
Exactly.
that's why I say you shouldn't be a one. You shouldn't be a one in Boston. I would say two and a half to three.
Enough with
There's
you.
always hope.
Enough with this positive
There's
Harry.
enough hope for everything.
Enough with you. Enough with that. Um,
This is a
let's.
this is a grown man game right here. Grown man. Are you crying already?
No, I'm not
You
crying.
want me to sing some Kleenex or what?
This is this is the part of the pod where I switch it up because Harry's now being ridiculous. Um,
Oh, that's ridiculous. What I just said, that whole heartwarming speech about
no, no,
life.
no, no, no.
All right, all right.
That was great. That was
I'm
beautiful.
I'm never
That's
gonna speak of my heart
no, no,
again.
no, no, no. That was beautiful. Your whole thing on I need to be better than a one. Get out of here with that.
Yeah, you do.
Um, let's do winners and losers of the trade deadline so far. Uh, who do you have as your biggest loser?
Chicago. Chicago. They've just been losing. They sold the farm. We're not gonna see anything going. Or it's between the Nationals and the Cubs.
Yeah,
We're not gonna see anything flourish from now to maybe a few years from now. There's nothing gonna come
maybe.
up like, oh my god,
Yeah,
if they got it right. Um, biggest losers in contenders,
yeah,
I would say would go probably Cincinnati.
yeah. I can see that.
If I had to say Cincinnati,
Mm-hmm.
um, and the Red Sox, Cincinnati, and the Red Sox. I think they didn't address their needs. I think that they both have great offenses. Oh, if you're in the AL, you have to have a decent offense to put up runs. You have a
Yeah.
DH,
Mm-hmm.
but I think they didn't address the pitching. I think the pitching is where what wins ball games, and that's kind of where the Dodgers got hit hard. Oh, you guys got more pitching. Like, yeah, you can never get enough pitching in this league, especially with the whole speech that I just had before about COVID.
Yeah.
You never know.
Exactly.
Nobody's invincible to this. Nobody's like, oh, COVID's not gonna touch you because you're over here in the part of the world. No,
Yeah.
anybody can get it. Um, what about yours? What about your biggest losers?
The Red Sox are in there for sure for the reasons you just mentioned. Um, honestly, to me, it's the Yankees because the Yankees to me are where the Red Sox were. The Yankees went pop when they should have gone for more arms. If you're gonna go all in, you might as well try to get a big name. You might as well try to get Scherzer. But you bring in Bryant, you bring in Rizzo. The
Oh,
problem
Gallo.
with
They brought in Gallo and Gallo.
Gallo and Rizzo. Sorry, you bring in those two dudes. Your problem was never the offense, and these trades would have made sense for them 2 years ago, or even last year when they had a bunch of injuries. This year doesn't make sense to me what those two moves. And as you've seen, they haven't really produced for them. Yesterday it was Staten and Judge. They're two dudes who provided the fireworks for them.
Yeah.
It just didn't make any sense when they did those moves. The biggest winner to me is the Giants. It was very clear that Chris Bryant needed a change of scenery, and whatever was going on in Chicago, and I think this is one of those things that you can never overlook what a winning situation would do for a player.
Yeah.
And I think whenever you get a player, especially like Chris Bryant, who's been in big games, who's won, and then he gets stuck in a Cubs team that wasn't interested in winning. Because one thing about there's a difference between having a bad season because everybody has them, and you just can't, bad luck here, bad luck there, and it's just a bad year, and it happens. Yeah. And it's a whole nother thing when it's your team isn't interested in winning, and everything they do is to lose and not to win. It's hard on a player. And as soon as Chris Bryant landed in San Francisco, it was like he got injected with new life. And he's been so good for them. And the Brewers obviously made their big move before with Adames, before the trade deadline. But those guys, he came in and he added new blood in there. He fit right in. I was watching them the other day, and it was one of those like, dude, Adames was not on this team 2 months ago. But it looks like he just he just fits with like a glove. He's so perfect for that team. So those to me are the winners. Who do you have as the winners?
Winners Tampa Bay and the Los Angeles Dodgers of Anaheim. I'm just kidding. The Dodgers.
Yeah, Dodgers are a winner too.
Yeah, Dodgers and Tampa Bay. And Dodgers, of course, they got the big fish. Couldn't get enough pitching. And just to go back to circle back with the Yankee situation.
Mm-hmm.
I get it where you're coming from with the whole Gallo thing. But don't you think that that's opened up the door for these other guys by just putting them in the lineup?
Maybe.
By him being in the lineup and having, because if I don't know if you know, but well, not you, but the listeners. Not you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But where you hit in the lineup is very crucial. Then they have so many numbers between where you hit. If you hit first, you hit second, you hit third.
Right.
The fourth is supposed to protect the fifth, or no, fifth supposed to protect the fourth. Sorry. Yeah. The fourth supposed to protect the third. So you pitch around. I think that's what happened here.
Yeah.
I think the Yankees thought about it that way. It's like, you know what, we got to get these guys going. And then just thinking about it a different route is the short porch in right field. You would think he would get a lot more production out of him with that short porch there, but it hasn't happened yet. And I think, they did lose. They should have got more pitching, and it's kind of shown. They gained ground, but it's been the teams they've been playing. They haven't been playing anybody good before.
Right.
Like to be contenders. Yeah, they've played the Red Sox. The Red Sox, the Red Sox, Yankees, and the Giants, Dodgers are. You can never put a record if the Giants are let's say the Dodgers are in last place and the Giants are in first or vice versa, whatever it is.
It doesn't matter.
The games are still going to be the same. The quality is still going to be the same.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, because all these years that we saw Boston in the bottom of the barrel, they always played really good games.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with the Giants and Dodgers. You always saw them play good games, no matter where they're at. Their games were always great. So I always exclude that when they play those teams. But other than that, they haven't played anybody good.
Yeah.
Toronto, I think maybe won a little bit. I would say, just a tiny bit. I think they did address a couple of things, but they already have a core and they already have a team. And like I said earlier in the podcast, not this podcast, but earlier in our year, they're out. They're out for a couple of years. They'll be there in a couple of years. They'll be like the Padres. I think we already seen that they have potential. It has to just get put together. They need a good leader to put it together. They need somebody to put it together. I think it'll take the seasoning more than anything,
Yeah.
especially with the Padres. Like Padres are good, but I think they're still not great. They're still they're still missing a few pieces. They're still missing the maturity of these players, and we'll see where it gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Winners and losers. There's not too much other than that.
Yeah.
St. Louis didn't make any like crazy moves.
No.
Chicago unloaded the farm, and the Nationals unloaded everything. The Angels are the Angels. Oakland made some good small moves, but you can never. They're always gonna be there. I don't think they made a big splash with
No.
Starling Marte, but they got enough to get through the AL.
Yeah.
I think the AL is easier than the NL at this point. I think
Yeah.
anybody. I don't think there's a clear cut favorite right now in the AL.
Yeah. No, I agree.
In the NL, you have Atlanta, you have all those Padres, you have the Giants now. So, yeah, let's move on. Oh, I guess we lost German for a bit. We've been having a lot of technical difficulties going on these past few days or these past few podcasts.
Am I back?
Kind of. You're still like, yeah, you're back now.
I'm back.
We could just call
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we just call this a yeah.
Okay.
We need audio people, any video people.
Yeah, technical difficulties on my end over here.
It's been like that since the beginning. So
let's do this week in baseball history. What you got for us?
It was you. I got it last week.
No, I did I did the Yankee one, remember?
I did the Yankee one.
The Mitchell report one.
Let's this week in baseball in 2021, August 12th, 2021, the Chicago White Sox and the New York Yankees played at Field of Dreams. They remade the whole movie of.
Perfect.
I don't got one. I'm gonna admit it. You know,
that's perfect.
I don't got one. Sorry, fans. I screwed it. But that's gonna be a future when we're still going on in 10 years. I'm gonna bring that up. 2021.
Exactly. Let's do weekend series. I looked at the slate for this weekend. All these games suck.
Again?
Yeah, look, this is the time.
Mets Dodgers.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Yeah, everybody else is playing. Yeah, dull. Rays, Twins.
Where?
Yeah, everybody's playing like
Mets Dodgers. Yeah, Mets Dodgers. It's the only good one.
Cincinnati Phillies. A little bit.
It's okay.
It could be a start of a roll.
Maybe
on that one.
But Mets Dodgers. That's the best one. Everything else, look, this is the weekend. Go out with your families. Go to the pool
again.
Enjoy the last few days of summer. Check your ESPN app just to see what happened. Go on YouTube, see the highlights. You're not missing much. I'm going to be watching, obviously, the Red Sox Orioles to see if the Orioles are the medicine we need to get back. But I think
I might have to talk you off a ledge.
No, there's no ledge. Stop it.
I'm just making sure you're already at one.
I'm fine. It's gonna be fine.
I gotta make sure my
best
buddy in the world is that.
The Red Sox are gonna sweep the Orioles. Chris Sale's gonna look great, and then we're gonna be good in the next week, and then I'm gonna show up to the next spot feeling great, pumped up. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna be okay.
If you say so.
So
that's who Orioles win 2 out of 3.
Oh, of course. Anything else? Let me tell you about San Diego before we go. So I went to San Diego on Tuesday. I got myself the swag chain. My guy Eliza, shout out to Eliza. He got me the swag chain. We'll put this on here. I got the swag chain. I got a Petco Park, not a San Diego, just a Petco Park hat. Good hat, good memorabilia.
I could have got you a Dodgers swag chain if you wanted one.
Get me one. I'm down. I'll wear it.
No.
You're watching this. Obviously, it was we got disconnected, so but we're back. But
we're getting disconnected again.
Yeah. So
I think he's gone.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
I think he went back to San Diego.
I
think he went back to San Diego.
You can't see me?
German, are you here?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can see you. I can just.
You can't hear me?
I'm just messing you, dude. We can hear you 100%. Gotcha. I just want to see that ugly ass chain on you.
So I went to San Diego Tuesday.
Oh my god!
It was a beautiful stadium. Shout out to San Diego. You were great. You had a Dodger fan who went. The Dodgers weren't even playing, and he got kicked out because he wanted to fight. So shout out to the Dodger fans.
Were they playing?
The Marlins. And so,
how much you pay for a ticket? $5?
No, it was more than $5, but it was good. It was great seats. It's a small stadium. I didn't realize how small it was.
It's nice. It's a beautiful stadium,
but it's beautiful. It's amazing. Everyone should go. If you could go to San Diego to watch a game.
Did you do the whole? Did you walk around the whole stadium?
Yeah. It's so great. So,
so you did that whole loop in the beginning. You do the whole loop in the back of the on
yes,
right field?
Sir.
The loop?
Yes, sir.
Oh my god, that's how.
Yeah. So
you go take a picture of the Mr. Padre?
No.
Center field?
No, I didn't.
You should have taken me with you, man. I would have put you in. I would have taken you in the whole tour.
But it was fun. It was amazing. Got the swag chain. Shout out to San Diego.
That's sick.
Harry, what else you got for us?
I'm just embarrassed for you for wearing that. Like, you're officially not my friend no more.
Woo! Look, you text me something
ridiculous. Are you really?
You text me something ridiculous.
I could have got you a Boston. I could have got you a Boston Red Sox one.
You see, but
I'm not gonna get it for you no more.
But you didn't.
Just for that.
You could have been a good.
No, just for that. And go ask your friend Elijah. No, I didn't know you wanted a swag chain.
I didn't know either. I didn't purchase it. It was purchased for me. So shout out to San Diego. Swag chain for everybody. Yeah.
So what else did you do in San Diego? Just go to the game and come home?
That's it. Just went to the game. Cool. It was a one-day trip. Had to work the next.
It was a late one, right?
Yeah,
it was a late one, right?
Yeah. So it was.
You probably got back around 12.
No, it was later, like 1:30. But it was good. Not too bad.
Did you try any food from there? You try any good food?
Tacos Tijuana was good. Shout out to them. We had Hodad's. That was a good burger spot.
What'd you get?
Just a regular cheeseburger.
Did you try the big one?
No, I didn't.
Hodad's?
No.
Oh, I tried it. Next time you go, try it.
Okay.
It's the big burger. It's like this big.
Dang.
You gotta try it.
Okay.
It's legit. And I've been around. I don't know if you noticed. I've been around. Like,
yeah. So then I went to some coffee shop. It was pretty good. The coffee was good. So yeah, it was good. So what you got for us?
What kind of coffee was it?
It was just regular black coffee. It was great. Smooth, soft. It was great. It's beautiful. Some Italian place. Don't remember the name.
Man, you gotta give the shout outs. Come on.
I don't remember the name.
Man, you gotta go to these places.
Like I don't remember the name of
at Brew Stop Podcast. If you guys have any coffee shops for him to go to at Brew Thoughts.
Yeah, let me know.
Or at Germ 4. Let him know any cool coffee spots. Because he's down for that stuff.
Let me know.
I just never been a fan of coffee because it puts me to sleep somehow, some way. Like it's good, don't get me wrong, but it puts me to sleep. So when I had an experience once I went to work and I drank coffee, and I was like falling asleep during work, and I was like, it was terrible. Never again. I don't know. Just enjoy the weekend. It's a beautiful week in California. If you guys are in California, you guys are lucky. You guys have great beaches around you. You drive an hour and a half. You go down to San Diego. And drive another 7-8 hours. You're up in San Francisco. I don't know how far we go. If you go east, you fly 6 to 8 hours. You're in Boston. Go cheer on those Boston Red Sox losers. Yeah, just enjoy the weekend. It's gonna be a fun summer weekend, and not too much in baseball. Again, if you guys have anything for us for the following weeks, just go ahead and add us at Germ4 once again, or at Bruce Dot, or even subscribe or comment below on our YouTube. We're trying to get this YouTube thing going. Pretty soon, if we get it going, you'll get to see us live, and you guys get to comment and talk smack to me live.
Exactly. And then football's back. La Liga, English Premier Football. I mean, soccer for you.
Let's go, Chelsea. World Campeones.
For you Americans.
Super Copa Campeones.
Soccer's back.
Go, Chelsea.
So that's what I'll be doing. So that's it. So for Harry, this is
Go, Chelsea.
German. Thank you for listening to Brew Thoughts Podcast. You can catch our pod anywhere you listen to podcasts. And
Donde sea.
Please subscribe below, rate, review, please. And yeah, sorry for the terrible quality. We'll be better next week. Until next time, drink better coffee. Go Red Sox. Oh, one last thing. Kyle Schwarber.
No, you're done.
Kyle Schwarber comes back today. He's activated.
Go Dodgers.
Let's go.
Go.
Until next time, drink better coffee.
Peace.